On shop.
Can you hear us now? Are they good to go?
Can Mac download Google Chrome?
In the window. What up, Houston?
No, man, I still like Firefox.
We got canceled on Friday, but we're back.
Firefox got the better little add-on.
Dang. Everybody on.
We on. Oh.
Y'all can log in.
Oh, yeah. I'm making a Gmail account.
Talking about Lauren Hill.
So I can,
Lauren Hill will be the greatest female everything in life. She is crazy.
Supposed to come back?
Yeah,
I'm making
she wouldn't though.
Talking about Lauren Hill?
Yeah,
It says she had like a bad show or something. They said
shows like
hours late, and then get mad because the audience mad.
The one in Atlanta?
Multiple shows. She was going to that one too, though.
I feel like because like she was a genius.
What's the thing?
All geniuses are crazy.
Never mind.
That was just
Nah.
a trade-off, you know. You can't do great if not. That's just weird. But yeah, like Lauren Hill could rap, she could sing, she was every. This album came out in 1996 and they're still playing it on regular fucking shows.
And the Fugees album was high.
At one point, the Fugees were the highest selling hip hop group, period.
They still right?
They sold like 17 million, right?
Black Eyed Peas might beat them.
They sold over 17 million.
Like I think
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
that's the whole format before they added Fergie.
I do believe, but at one point, the Fugees were the highest selling.
That was in the 90s. That was in the 90s. They was like the three dudes. And then they added Fergie, and then they started doing, they was doing rap too, but they were doing mostly
Then
pop.
Where's the Love came out, she was in it, and then
One minute.
music is a terrible industry. Not recommend anybody get into it. That's real.
I would for sure, man.
They cut you that $50,000 check for signing, but hold on to it. They sure gonna pull it out of you. Don't be not smart like TLC and get 10 cents for your whole album. You realize 10 years down the road you got gypped and you broke. Dallas Austin.
You put that song in as Never Say Never?
Yeah. That wasn't the name of it.
Never say never.
No, it's not.
That's just me, man.
Well, see, I was in Port City still saying that because I don't know the name of that song.
Okay.
What's the name of it?
Put that on everything.
Now and then.
You right.
It's alright.
I can check it
I
out.
think it'd be easier to do.
Like Wu-Tang?
Oh man.
How many dudes on Wu-Tang?
Too many. It's like it's about the rappers or the whole group.
The whole group.
It's like 400 of
Just
them.
split that check, man. I couldn't do that.
I would have split it evenly.
It's just like NWA, they got played too. They got played short.
If you ain't business oriented or you don't know how to run, you don't get they go.
Short person was
Most of their check.
it was before that dude Jerry something.
The smartest person was James Brown.
Ice Cube never signed a contract. Made out the smartest.
James Brown said, I want the rights to all my songs.
Ice Cube wrote the entire Easy Does It album. Yeah. People like Easy Hard, Ice Cube Hard. You just don't know.
Here we go. Hey, this is The Love Below, and I'm Bianca Monique, and I'm on with...
Your man Chuck Boogie.
It's the boy F. Dot.
It's your boy DeMario.
It's Mel.
And I first want to apologize for us not being on Friday. We got locked out, and nobody could let us in.
Don't let us in.
Yeah, exactly.
We got live.
So, how was y'all's weekend, besides our lockout on Friday?
Go.
Oh, it was cool. Shout out to all the B. Griffin haters. I told y'all he was going to do it. Didn't nobody believe me. Unfortunately, shout out to the East because they didn't win. But if y'all want to turn up too late, that's your fault. Shout out to D Rose. He played the Heat on Thursday. Let's turn up.
Shout out to B for whipping us in some mini golf. 7 holes out of 14 at the Hackers. Like,
I'm really not that good,
she
though.
straight played game on us though. So she was like, I don't really play mini golf, but she kept getting all the holes in. Right, I kept, man.
I really don't play it that well, though.
But it was good, man. Played pool. Went to go to the pool hall downtown on Saturday and worked Sunday, and went out like that. So
Well, out of the 48 hours of the weekend, I slept like 36.
That's what I'm
So
talking about.
What happened?
that's the
It happens.
I had a pretty good weekend. I feel like JaVale McGee got snubbed instead of Blake Griffin because I feel like how you jumped over the littlest part of the car.
Okay,
But I mean,
respect to that, but did you see the Rocker 360 for the
the littlest
first
part of the car, I feel like JaVale McGee mom should have won it for him. So
The Rocker 360 is all that needs to be said, period. It's cool that you dunked on 2 rims. Congratulations. However, did you do a Rocker 360?
this man jumped over,
No.
this man jumped over the hood.
That was a little weak, but you had a Baron Davis threw him that one-hand alley from the sunroof. That's impressive alone. They still called it.
The hood, bro. That's like jumping over a bike or something.
Yeah, okay, so we can do this all day. We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to the show. If you remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about the mustache relationship questions. We didn't finish, and there's some other questions that women have that I read in some magazines. Some of them are stupid, and like usual. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with this. What are y'all top 2 turn-offs? Like, just wrap it up. Just turn me out completely.
Annoying.
What's annoying?
Like, you talk too much. You call me too much. You text me even after I've not responded, and you send the same message and then send another one like so ... That's annoying. Bad weave. I don't like that. I really don't. And I'm one person, I can't spot a weave, but if I can tell the joint is weave, like, you really busted. Don't come to me with a bad. And I'm 6'4", remind you, so I can look at the top of your head, I know.
See it all.
It's pouring like the Red Sea, it ain't for me.
Like, half of it's blonde, the other half is like jet black. Like, you gotta blend that or do something to it. That's just my 2. I don't know about you. Feel it.
I'm gonna get top 2. It's gonna number 1 gonna be Slash. It's gonna be ashness / ugly feet. It's a turn off.
Respect.
Second one is body odor of any kind.
Mine is stupidity and hyperness. Being too hyper.
Mine gonna be probably can't cook, and I'm gonna probably say stupidity.
so what do y'all mean by stupidity? It's like,
Hold on, if you make me wonder how you got into college, then we'll leave it at that.
Like, if you was that girl that put the square piece
Square
box.
box in the room.
Yeah, she's book smart,
But people,
but common sense.
A lot of people are book smart and lack common
but people
sense.
don't know geometry either. So like angles and things don't
That
register.
could just not be her strong suit.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, look, after the first try, I would have been like, even if you said it when she was doing it, it's still the same angle, it's the same shape. You get diamond every time. So, I don't know. Shout out to her, though. You good people, man.
Alright.
Good people.
Alright, so what's the
Music.
first thing that attracts you to somebody? The very first thing,
The very first thing,
specifically.
it's gotta be that backside. I wish you wouldn't have said the very first thing. No, it don't even, it's not even that. Most of it is.
You can't really just think about it because it's like the body as a whole gets me. Because I can't just look at one particular part and be
Yeah.
like,
But
she might have.
No, not that. But if you're pretty and I can see your face straight on, that'll work. But I mean,
He's right here.
if you walk out the room and I can't see you, but that backside still in there, bad, I'm getting up. I'm going to throw
I'm
my
getting up.
tray away. I gotta come up with a smooth line, hit it with number 11,
Hit it with 11.
revamp with number 11. You know, it work.
I'm going to say eyes. Because I have bad vision, so I make sure I look at a girl with some eyes. A girl with some nice eyes, they get me every time.
I'm gonna say lips. I'm gonna look good.
I should say teeth.
It's there.
damaging
I'm gonna say confidence. I mean, confidence as in, let's say she got a confident walk, like confident while she talking, so I'm gonna say confidence.
I know a girl like that who's got a really nice, like, adult woman walk. It's hard to explain.
But you got to have a walk, man.
Like, she don't walk, she strides. Like, you know,
Your eyes, heart, stir.
Alright.
Wait. So what are your turn-offs and what's the first thing that turn you on? This partner?
Okay, let's
shout out
look.
to F. Dot for the book.
Okay, I know, right? Top 2 turn-offs body odor, the bad body odor. So I guess whatever. And the second one would be no facial hair is right.
No.
I don't like it. I won't talk to you.
So by no facial hair, like, cause I can't grow a beard, but I got.
But you have facial hair. I'm talking about that clean, like.
You looking like Tevin Campbell, and you going to school.
I'm walking away.
No, you can't.
That was a great
Exactly. That's how I
example.
feel. No, you can't talk to me.
That was a great example.
So, and what was the other question? The person that attracts me?
Yeah.
I agree with Mario. It's the lips.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said before, I have them, so I feel
Big
like
lips or small lips?
no.
Or you like a small top lip, big bottom lip, or what? Opposite.
Yeah, like when your bottom,
Big
yeah,
bottom lip.
your bottom lip disappears. Yeah, that's what I like. That's perfect.
Hey, you want the duck lips?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
We both.
Vicky Beasley service says that her turn off is gold in the mouth. What if I came up with the P Diddy grill? You know, he brings.
Hey, yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I agree with her. I don't like when your whole mouth is gold. I can understand.
I seen with a dude with a whole bunch of goals in the mouth. I ain't had dreads.
Ooh,
Oh, for real?
Call
He's lying
out.
again, as usual. As usual. But no, that whole grill, the whole grill, that's not okay.
So would you be mad if I just had the one front joint gold?
I mean, that's
Old
not
school.
okay. That's not okay either. It needs to be
Hanging out for like singing that.
Yeah, right?
Like we just say.
If you're gonna have it, it needs to be strategically placed. Like how Ludacris used to have the fangs. Like, I don't mind that. But like you got that one front tooth that's gold, or your whole mouth is gold, or if you missing teeth, especially in the front, it's not okay.
But what if they got a gap?
Huh?
But I'm just saying, you might not.
Not that extreme gap. Cause mine's not extreme.
Why you gotta have limits on how far
Because if I can, if I can put my finger through it, no.
Hey, they can't control that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was like, what kind of grill you want? I want a gap kind of spread apart so people can put their thumbs through. No, like, nobody. But you like, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know what you like. You like. I know I like mine. It's cute. It was closed at one point, but God didn't want it to stay closed. Yeah, but
That's how good.
I have another question. What'd you say?
Get your Lola Bunny on.
Okay. Do you think that physical attributes are more important to maintaining a successful relationship, or do you think that friendship maintains a relationship? Choice A or B, and why?
Neither one.
Or neither.
Man, you go ahead and go first.
Oh,
I
okay,
need some time to think about this.
Well, I would say it's according to like what attracted you first. Because if you attracted to a body and like her body
Goes away.
go away, then I mean you're not gonna be attracted to it. But if you're attracted to, let's say, her intellect or something.
But I say the longer you're with somebody, you should find other things that. I'm not saying that her body should attract you to her anymore.
I mean,
But I'm saying you should also find other things that attract you to her besides the body.
I agree with the friendship part because I mean after a while, a relationship pretty much becomes like
Intimate
an
friendship.
intimate friendship. So hopefully a relationship ends with that. You know, so.
I'm gonna say friendship.
It could be about this.
I'm gonna go with friendship.
Why?
It lasts longer. As simple as that.
That was a short, sweet answer.
Ask the question again.
Okay. Do you think that physical attributes are more important to maintaining a successful relationship, or do you think that friendship maintains a
can I
relationship?
have in the sentence?
I'm gonna go with friendship, 200 Bob. Because really for men, if you're in a relationship with a female for a very long time, she becomes your best friend. And that's the one you probably tell, if you tell anything to anybody, you probably tell it to your, the girlfriend, or even go deeper because there are college students that are married, your husband or wife. So, and you have to like a person to have that relationship go further and further, and not feel like you're obligated to be with them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to have that friendship aspect, and mainly because physical attributes don't always change. I mean, it always
Don't
stay the
always say,
same.
right.
And so, like, that female may be, or you may be very much smaller when y'all get together, but as you age, your metabolism slows down. Even if you work out, you still don't look the same. Some of your
Right.
muscles aren't as tight as they were. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and you can't be like, well, I like, man, she got to stay the same, because you're not going to stay the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she might be like, ugh, when I met you, you got a six-pack, now you got a keg. Like, you can't work together. So, you know, give Chuck Boogie some more
I
time
know that's
to
right.
marinate.
I want to hit his hand.
See, you starting to get I'm kicking with everybody else. We going French.
I was late today. That's what he just said.
No, honestly,
The first.
because hey, it actually is. But you know, the thing is, the truth of the matter is, the body does fade. So, though that may have been my original intentions for getting in this relationship, you find, especially if you're serious and you want this relationship to grow, that more often you'll create that friendship, you'll create that intimate bond between those two people, rather than, you know, I'm just focused on your body. Because come 30 years, even 10 years down the road, if something happens, you know, you're a little saggy on your right side than you were like 20 days ago, something, anything like that. So it'll change, man. So I think friendship has to be the most important aspect in continuing a relationship, not starting though.
On your string, Angelazo7 says in her case she thinks friendship because you were friends first and that's what always stays.
You ain't always friends first.
I agree.
No.
She's supposed to be. But I think the friendship too, because your looks can go in a heartbeat. Anything can happen. Anything bad can happen. But like, when you really into your looks, it will go away. It's like even when you're not, looks will fade regardless. So get over it, accept it. And so like I know a lot of people, self included, like there's a lot of things that my boyfriend knows that nobody else knows, and vice versa. So that's just
Got to turn my hat sideways.
that's how it goes.
Quick shout out to the heating company for.
I know, like, they trying to like burn us out.
I feel like we're in the concentration camp, and I feel like the gas is coming in a short period of time. So
It's hot as
we
crap.
started deteriorating as you see us.
I'm sorry, it's the heat.
We were in a holocaust.
But we're going to take a break and work on this heat. Stay tuned to the love below.
Hey, well, Jesus Lord, wash them
It's so They act like it's like 10 degrees outside.
What's going on, Houston? You guys give really good things, man. I appreciate it. Pinky had the funniest line of no gold in the mouth. No gold in the mouth. No gold in the mouth.
I did that so like, oh, after started complaining, I was like, double check, triple check. It's so freaking hot. How long? 5 minutes?
You got 5 minutes? She gonna walk away, but I gotta go crack in the
I know.
mouth. Jesus Lord.
Let me say, sorry to walk away, but it's like 102 degrees in here. We will be right back. Like, why is it so hot? Like, where's the thermostat?
It's set to go, but I'll be
Feel my heart begin to burst and bleed. So desperately I try to end it with my head, but instead I fall back to my knees. How do you tell your way right through me? I forgive you once again without me knowing. You burned my heart so
We trying not to, man, but they got us in here blazing like a mug. Nice, man. Tell us not to pass out.
Alright, so when you go back in the studio?
I don't know, man. That was sometime Thursday, Friday.
Oh, gorgeous beat. I was like, woo, I like
The
that.
other one was better, though. A little Outkast. Seen Elvis video? Shit straight. He did like a Black Swan type one.
I heard he did on campus.
Yeah, I saw him one day. Cause they were like walking in the middle of the street. I was like, man, I'm about to get hit.
Wow.
He was on
like Byron Russell Young, and we got the green light, and then they got the pedestrian, and he was rapping.
Yeah, man. That was serious about what he's gonna do though. I'm trying to keep.
But we ain't like we in an old school church or something. Look at Jamal here fanning and stuff. Got Chuck Baby still looking cool. He loves female orgasms.
I want that shirt.
Work t-shirt.
Where you get that from?
My job.
You just said one t-shirt.
Bro, we don't have any more.
Can y'all specially order them so we can all wear them together?
It was a program for women's healthy fashion.
Where y'all order them from? Cause I'm saying I'm trying to get us some Love Below shirts.
I asked my boss.
So LaShonda,
But it's okay. It's like organ, like it's people. But she doesn't make shirts. I don't know what she's going to get. But I asked her.
yeah man.
I want the LB t-shirt.
Cause we still ain't got our 919 Buzz shirts. White pieces of crap. I seen them things ain't number white with yellow writing on it. You can't get us that.
They got the little emblem by here. That's it.
That's a big deal though. Oh no. I'm gonna go get those numbers. We need to get those numbers so we can, in case we be locked out. Like, hey, y'all in there? Go over there.
I can lie, I'll start throwing rocks at their window.
They would think it was human versus zombies. We're not going out there and get shot by those guns. No, we're not. Nobody. Boy, try. Oh, but yeah. Sometime this week, I'm gonna make a Gmail account so that we can link our Twitter and Ustream to that, and I'm gonna give y'all that. It's probably gonna be like lovebelow@gmail.com, something simple like that, and so the link to Twitter. I'm gonna need y'all to do the Twitter right, cause I don't know anything about it. That way we can always just go on Twitter and add all y'all friends. And so shout out Ustream. We're gonna get us a Twitter. I know y'all always on Twitter, so we got to get us one. Oh yeah, the word pinky. We ain't working. We got the crew meeting right here. Oh yeah, we went to the club, so yeah, we know I was gonna go. Oh man.
Baseball team play the same team 3 times. Or the baseball team play the same team like 3 times.
You really got like 4 people on conference.
Nah, they like playing back to back like 3 days. Like,
Oh, in baseball, they do series. I thought you meant like 3 series. I was like, they had like 5 people on conference.
I was like, how do y'all like a day?
Then you play series. That's why baseball's so long.
I thought they got a day.
Nobody want to teach me how to work this.
I get the wild stuff.
Cause when I came in here, I was like, you gonna teach me to, yeah. But it had so many interviews.
He's like, you gotta click something.
Yeah,
That's just something over here is
Ben showed me, but I forgot. I ain't trying to go over there and that jump.
Come on.
Fireworks still up. We already burning it. It might send them over overlay. Power outages.
It's getting to be kind of cool in here though.
For a second, so I said it was hot, and then
It got hot in here.
I think we need to have a Ustream. We need to have our show on the floor with the cool ass at.
Lay down with the mic.
Yeah. But it's too bad they don't reach that far.
Simon got me.
A minute?
Yeah.
So Bianca be having to do slave work for us.
Yeah, man. I heard. Well, I saw a little bit too.
So appreciative, man. She was yelling at me.
Bianca should have done it. She started on the music stand.
Such a liar.
Bianca started on the music stand.
I did start there.
That's funny. Did you start on the music stand too? I started on the music stand. That's crazy. That's crazy. We all started on the music stand. I had 2 different people. So the dude, the female, and the dude before Vince. So I seen.
Just Vince.
So we did all that. So we did all that taking CDs home.
So who was the best one?
I didn't work for Vince, so I don't know.
I just had to take them CDs home, listening to them.
Yeah.
You're back on with the Love Below, and I'm Bianca Monique, and I'm on with.
Chuck Boogie.
Heat box.
It's your boy Demario.
Yes, man.
Alright, we've been answering relationship questions in this heat. Hopefully we don't pass out. If it go quiet, that's what happened. I have another question, and a lot of people feel really, really differently about it. Some people it's disgusting, and for other people it's like whatever.
Man.
So, how do you feel? Say that you've been like in a relationship for a minute. So, how do you feel? Like, yes, 6
I
or
want to
7
get
years.
fast. I'm hoping for a minute.
Okay, like 6 or 8 months or something, right?
Okay, Lord.
How do you?
That's when the relationship started becoming real.
Did that scare you?
That ain't a minute. That's woo.
Anyway, that's normal. How do you feel about like using the bathroom in front of each other?
In front of each other?
Like, oh, I have to go pee. The door's open. Okay, whatever. And just like walk by.
No, close it up. I don't want you to do anything.
Well,
Or no, like, okay, like, what if like I'm in the mirror like doing my hair and you have to go pee and you just go? Like, how do you feel about that?
I'm going.
Not like,
I'm good straight.
Yeah, like,
Bob.
that don't faze me either. Unless you're dropping a load,
Yeah,
that would bother me. That's just rude and disrespectful.
However, in reverse, no, thank you. You need to close the door.
Okay.
You got, I mean,
I'm saying you can do it, but man, cause girls got some stinking like loads, man.
No, I didn't mean no. I'm talking. Wait.
no, I know what
You were talking about loads.
I'm talking about everything. You need to close the door.
I'm the past relationship I was in was for 5 years, so it wasn't too much I didn't even already know. But it's still the number 2 was done closed doors.
Right.
Number 1, that was a variable. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Depending on, different times, different
Right.
nights, you don't want to go in the bathroom when she's doing the number 1. And so, other times you straight, I go in there in the bathroom, but I don't care what you're doing, I got
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me.
I just think that like if we like both in the bathroom or whatever at the same time, and you have to do number 1, fine. I don't care. But if you dropping loads, I got to leave. If you gotta wait, or I gotta leave. One of the two.
Unless the female taking like a bowl bath, right?
I mean, well, you can.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? How you look good after that shower over there.
Like I said, everything is fine with me until you drop a load. What about y'all?
You know, doing your makeup.
I can't breathe. But yeah, just don't suffocate me.
Tomorrow out of town. Tomorrow out of town. Passed out. You got the church thing. Slowly a little bit. The church
It's like unbearably hot. Like y'all have anything to fan off?
You need an ice block.
For y'all who can't see, man, tomorrow he sweat, baby. It's hot. I ain't gonna lie.
We about to
But it's hot.
Starbucks got sweat.
Like, you know so hot when your body get real cool for a second. It's that hot then, right?
Alright, man, go y'all.
Alright. Look, what would be y'all's dream date?
You mean a person?
No, like,
Oh, I was gonna have a person already in mind.
I should rephrase that.
Can we do that too?
Can we put the person
in that too?
and tell me how the
Sure.
date would go? Check it out. Me and Rihanna. Long walk on the beach. Nah, honestly, there is no perfect date. Honestly, the perfect date, in my opinion, is I can't cook, but I've been taught how to make one meal, and that's shrimp Alfredo. My father taught me that. So, you come over to the crib, I cook some shrimp Alfredo, man, and we just kick it. That's it. I don't want to go out. I don't want
I'm
to hang out
telling
in
you, simple
public.
life.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Just
down with the simple
real cool.
life.
I want to cook it up. Woo!
Oh, do the dance?
Word to the base guy. So just something simple like that, nothing too serious, man. It's like a real calm setting. And
Right.
because it's Rihanna, that just makes it all the more sweeter. So,
It's funny how at the same time he was talking about Rihanna, he pulled out his phone. That's where he got Chris Brown messed up. Before he had to put the hands to Rihanna.
He was on the phone.
But yeah, I would say since I'm at Georgia Southern, I'm gonna say a nice little, I want to say spring or fall evening, where it's a nice little breeze. You go to Sweetheart Circle, for a
Hallelujah.
nice little picnic. You might do it in the wee hours, maybe at nighttime before it gets dark. So you might have a little lighting outside, or you might bring your own little candles or something like that. You might, you can go old
You
school.
trying to set the whole field on
You
fire.
get your, no, not necessarily, because I mean you watch and then y'all have the fruit and dipped in little chocolate and stuff. Y'all just feed each other the fruit, and then when you done,
So who would be the girl?
the girl. Oh, I was
In
thinking.
the dream, I'm sorry, I mean.
I'll go with Sanaa Lathan.
Oh, respect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, shout out to Houston for everybody who agrees with my simplistic date idea.
Yeah.
Simplicity is the best way to go. Nobody needs fancy.
Mario?
I'm gonna say I'm about to be on the beach with some Popeyes.
Sandy biscuits.
That's just
With that lady from Popeyes commercial.
Simple as that.
That's perfect.
That's funny, man. That's funny. On the beach.
Who's talking Mario? It's Gerardo.
Hey, my girl.
Right answer.
She's the only one.
Is she on here?
Yeah, she should.
That was the right answer. Go ahead.
Alright, so my perfect day would be one I wouldn't have to plan for, one I would just be there, like it would already be planned out for me.
You want the girl to play?
What would you like to have already been planned?
That's a good question. Thank you.
Probably trying to get out of it.
I would say a nice location.
I like a place.
I would like some live music.
With like some soul music.
I don't want to think about it. So like
So that's all I'm going for.
my perfect one would be when I wouldn't have to think about it. So I wouldn't even want to think about it. I just want to like show up and see surprise and say, we going
I was
out.
gonna say that you just failed.
I want one in which we can give each other massages. Cause I'm a massage fiend. I like massages. Let's stream it out.
Read
Um,
what I said.
Starting at Frank.
She undercut.
I don't know.
Start at the your girl already.
Do plan everything. Oh, Janelle, she got you again.
That mean all my days perfect.
Clean up by Jamel.
No, that's the soul music coming out on now.
Yeah. Alright, well, mine is simple. I like miniature golf.
I mean, like,
I like miniature golf. That's fun. No, I'm really bad at it though, but I still like it. Y'all were just extra bad. Y'all were just worse. We were all bad.
I mean, she was making Tiger Woods.
we extra man. Okay.
But no, I'm like a big kid. I like arcade games and stuff, so I would like want to do something like that. Nothing like too. I don't know. Being grown is fun and everything, but I'm like,
It's good to be a kid.
yeah, it's good to be a kid again. Like I
She
like
wanna go out for the dodgeball,
stuff like that. And then have like a movie marathon. Then have like a movie marathon at home. Chill.
Movie marathon.
You know what I.
Only type of movies I want to watch it.
But anyway, since we can't have a clean conversation, okay, another little,
Tidbit.
yeah, something that everybody's answer is different and kind of controversial. But anyway, what do y'all think it means to be a man? Like, what defines being a man?
Everybody.
Alright, I'll tackle that one. Granted, and this is the truth, that I was raised by a woman, so by no means can a woman teach you how to be a man, but what they can do is teach you what they think should be a man. And honestly, I think beyond like paying for your bills and taking care of a family, being a man is simply owning up to your own responsibilities. It's being accountable for your actions above anything else. When you're wrong, admitting that you're wrong and having enough courage and commitment not only above to say that you were wrong and that you're sorry. I think that beyond anything else in any other definition makes a man. The ability to admit that you're wrong and can apologize for that. That's what I think being a man is.
So is that the manliest thing you can do? What's the manliest thing you can
The manliest thing I can,
Be like the man in the Old Spice commercial.
yeah.
The most manliest man. Look now, look where you at. No, you're over here now. You look this way now.
I don't, the most manliest man, what kind of question is
Okay.
that? I don't know. Well, I'm supposed to like punch people in the face all day.
Okay, the rest of the men in the room, what do y'all think defines being a man?
No, I don't like one like the Chuck.
Y'all second what he said,
I do.
basically?
Oh,
Okay, Frank,
F. Dot
come
Kelly,
on.
psychology major.
It may be similar, but dealing with all things in respect. Understanding that you treat people the way that you would have them treat you. Being from where I'm from, a man, he doesn't talk about people behind their backs. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't spend time trying to get other people's business because he understands that he has business. A man to me is a person that is going to take every day and live it to the fullest, meaning that every experience and opportunity that he has, he takes it. And he lives in that moment and understands that when I have my kids and whenever I have people in the future, I'll have experience for them to relate to them so that they can learn. So it's a person that, a man is a person who can teach folks but also be willing to learn. So it's reciprocity and respect. So, and like you were saying, being able to admit that you're wrong and communicating with not just women but other men. So that when you come into a building, they already know what you're about. They either know you're about business or you're about being a fool. So either it's being the best at whatever you want to be, but owning up to it, but giving respect, gaining respect, and being reciprocal in everything that you do.
I like that. Y'all agree with that answer, Jim?
It wasn't that much different than
It wasn't, it was just kind of more in depth, I would say. Alright, so, how important is it for people in a relationship to have like the same religion? Like once you get married, if you're thinking about getting married, how important is it for you to have the same religion?
I mean, that's pretty big. If somebody a Muslim and you a Christian, that
Yeah.
I think I know somebody personally.
My cousin dated a Muslim, and her mother found out, and she basically told her daughter that she was going to heaven.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it's kind of like
So going to another place that is not
Heaven. Going to the opposite of
the
heaven.
lower location under the earth. So
What
that-
you feel like in this room?
it-
Heat.
I almost cursed. It's hot as crap in here. But yeah, those are serious to me, and oftentimes people want you to convert with Judaism. I think that's huge, man, because that can honestly make or break a relationship, man, between having or making somebody convert to your religion and your customs and your beliefs is very difficult. But I think if y'all start off on the same base playing field, then that's a little bit better. I'm not asking you to change everything you've known since birth to be with me. So religion is one of those topics I was told you don't discuss between religion, politics, and money, things that you never discuss. So I don't know, that's a raw topic that I'll back over.
Wait, you said those things that you never discussed?
It's supposed to be rules you never discuss over dinner. It's money,
over
religion,
dinner.
and politics. There's no right answer. You know, people will argue those for hours, days, and years on end because there is no definite answer. So.
But they are important things to talk about, though.
No, they are.
So,
I mean,
you know,
yeah, that's one of those.
taking it easy way out.
Catch-22, man.
Yeah,
Catch-22.
it is.
I'm actually going through a situation like that because I mean I'm Christian
That's
and
why I asked.
my girlfriend is, I would say, becoming a Muslim. So I mean, I don't think it's really a big deal. I mean, I'll have to compromise in the future and some stuff because I mean, instead of getting married in like a traditional Christian, like in a church, it might be at a neutral setting. And I mean, long as she doesn't enforce like her religious beliefs on the kids, I mean, they got an open mind because I mean, they'd be able to see best of both worlds. So I don't think it's really a big deal.
That was good.
Any other things?
I'm on Chuck's side. I mean, I respect everybody's beliefs, but at the end of the day, those religions they preface your views and your principles of how you live your life, who you are. So, I mean, in that sense, too, there are atheists out here, too. So it's like, they have different principles that they live their life on. You see what I'm saying? I feel like when it comes to religion, if people are spiritual, that's one thing. But if people are dealing in religion, I don't believe you can have coexisting principles. You can, you can either agree with or disagree with what they're saying, but it won't mesh because those principles, even though some of them are alike, they diverge in some very different ways. I don't think you could effectively communicate those principles to me. So I mean, in my opinion, they would have to be. I don't. You can't measure someone's degree of religion. So like, I'm a Christian and I follow, this path. That person has to be aligned with themselves with that too. Now they can be Methodist, they can be Episcopalian, they can be Catholic. You know what I'm saying? But even though those diverge very so too, they still have to be. You know what I'm saying? They have to be in that sect. So you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I can see what everybody's saying. Like, I'm not gonna say it's impossible to have some such relationships with different religions because it happens. People doing it all the time. It's common. But like, for me, I can't even say that I wouldn't talk to somebody of a different religion. But like, it's supposed to be like your religion and your faith is supposed to be like the foundation of everything you do. And if we already like on two different pages with that, it's like it's gonna be more difficult. For me, more difficult for it to succeed because I know I like base everything and rely on my religion and my faith, and if we can't do that like together on the same page, it's just that more difficult. But like I said, it works for some people, and it's okay. People can like compromise and make their own unified religion, whatever. It happens. That's it.
Alright.
What you want to say? You didn't say what you want to say.
It was a mean joke, but
Oh man.
Oh, we can't have it. Alright, so what do you think the obsession is for like wanting a relationship? Because I know girls who are obsessed with like wanting to be in a relationship, who are like in love with the thought of being in love, and like they just want it. They don't feel people who can say, "Oh yeah, I've never been single." What? Stuff like that.
It's a number of reasons. I honestly feel that it's so. One, they never had a positive connection with the male figure. One that sits down just as much. I mean, granted, a child can be born and can be raised by one parent, but two stable, sane individuals, a mother and father, or two mothers, two fathers, however you want to base that relationship, they need two parents. And that gives them a equal, neutral balance to raise. I feel like it boils down to there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a relationship because I feel that we are meant to be with somebody. Mm-hmm. I don't think we was created
to be alone.
And to be alone. So there's a basis of saying, okay, well, I feel like I need somebody, but it's an insecure thing. You never had real positive relationships with members of whatever sex you choose to go with, because there are girls that are of other orientations, not just heterosexual, but they didn't have a positive relationship with whoever, like a man in their life or a woman in their life or whoever, so they try to find that kind of thing in the world, and it's never paired because they never really developed that in the first place. So, but that's just my opinion. I could be completely off the mark, so.
Right.
I look at it kind of like you want to be in a relationship. It's like, I don't want to have to take it there. That's an easy reference. Nah, that ball's one of the things I said I don't talk about. But it's like, as far as everyone's concerned, you always want a mate. That's the whole point of majority of part of this life is for new experiences and to find a mate. You come to college, get an education, and you find a mate. You want that companionship. You want somebody who's going to be there at the end of the day, of the long, hard one, who's going to sit there and listen to your problems. But as far as hoopla, I think you need to be single. Being single will teach you more about yourself than most people will realize. And that's an issue. I think a lot of people who jump into a relationship too fast never had time to grow for themselves individually. And then it's like people who will live for that relationship, and when it's over, they lose themselves. So relationships are a great thing, being one. It teaches you how to grow and how to interact with another person, having to see them on a constant basis, or, having to be around them in their company and in their presence, and that's great. Being single, I also believe, is quite important too. It teaches you how to become an individual, how to think for yourself, how to make actions for yourself. I mean, granted, I'm out here, and my boss told me that you should never date anybody in your college life. I mean, you could agree with it, not agree with it. I don't personally, but I feel like right now, especially in my freshman year, this is my time for me to be single, to get all those errors out. So when I finally meet somebody, that I won't be as flawed, because you'll always be flawed, we're all human. But you want to be not as flawed, so that you can better yourself and better that person too.
I agree. Like, I feel like the people who feel like they just have to have somebody there, it's like it is an insecurity issue. You just need to know how to be by yourself and be secure with yourself before you can like be secure with other people. You just like, I don't know, like people who are never ever single. I mean, it's a problem. Like, you can't say it's not a problem at all. Everybody wants somebody, and yes, love is great. It can be great. It's supposed to be great. But you need to love yourself first before you can go loving somebody else, basically. So, another question.
Wait.
They don't want to
They pretty
answer.
much.
Yeah.
They be like backing down. They the silent.
I just think that DeMario don't want to talk because he hot.
He hot. It's hot.
To say my words so when we get outside.
In the cool air.
I tell you all my thoughts when we get outside.
So when you get to know somebody really, really well, do you find yourself more attracted to them physically, emotionally, or mentally?
Mentally, if you're smart, hopefully. I mean, granted, people can lie to you and be like, oh yeah, your personality attracted me at first. That's a lie. You can't see somebody's personality from 12 feet away. So it has to be a physical thing. So that'll be the initial, the beginning. That's the truth. People always go, oh, personality. No,
Especially females.
it's females. You can't see my personality down the street. You can't see
Wait. I didn't see you at first. I saw your personality.
No, that's false. You don't got X-ray goggles. It don't work like that. So it's a physical thing that starts. However, you never stray away from physical. Come on now, let's be honest with each other. But you start to build upon that like Legos. Like, yeah, physical, I was great. You're a beautiful person. But I want to see what else there is. So I would go on in this relationship. It's your mind that attracts me. It's how you think, how you go about answering questions. And I don't just like, when you want to find out about something about somebody, and I remember one of my teachers told me this when I was in 11th grade, it's not, you don't ask them a question directly. You just listen to how they respond to things that you say. And that's how I build who you are as a person, because you're not going to fabricate a response, rather if I ask you a question straight on. So I hear what you say and how you respond. That's how I build kind of my ideology behind who you are. And that helps, man, because as you get older and you're growing in this relationship as a person you like, it's not just a physical thing. Because like we just discussed, and that was our first question, physical traits will wear away. Your mind won't, unless you have Alzheimer's, which is a terrible disease that I hope nobody ever get, so they got some research to fix that. But yeah, it's got to be a mental thing. I guess emotional. I haven't been in any emotional relationships, so I can't answer that part. But the knowledge.
So your answer is mentally.
Yes,
in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I gotta agree with Chuck with mentally. I'm gonna say emotionally too, because I feel like when you're in a relationship, you kind of like lower your guards down. So I mean, you gonna know more about your mate than anybody else, and your mate gonna know more about you than anybody else. So I mean, you're gonna become emotionally attached and mentally attached, because you're gonna start to think like you basically gonna be able to think for the other person. So I would say mentally.
And
Mentally and emotionally.
Trying to stick stuff in there.
I'm gonna say mentally, because I need a girl who can think and who has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because I question everything in life, and if I question things in life, I want somebody who's able to disagree or agree or have an opinion on how I feel. Because I'm always gonna state my opinion, so I don't want a girl who, if I state my opinion, she just says okay or agrees with it every single time. I need like a
What
challenge.
if she just doesn't care about what you care about?
Well, then it's not gonna work.
No, okay.
Simple as that.
Give me the question again.
When you get to know somebody, are you more attracted to them? Like when you really, really know somebody, are you more attracted to them physically, mentally, or emotionally?
I'm gonna say physically.
After you really get to know that it's still physical?
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, you never, like in my opinion, when you start getting to know about people, you never really like them as much as you did before you actually got with them. When you start finding out stuff about people, you be like, well, in my opinion,
That's the truth.
I'm kind of like, dang, I didn't know you thought like that. You know what I'm saying? It's refreshing to know how real some people can be, but at the same time, me personally, it's kind of like, I respect all of that from a person, their mind, their thoughts, and I want that whole person. I want that person as a whole, rather. But I really don't think that you like that person as much as you did before, when you first initially wanted to talk to them.
It's like the opposite for me.
I mean, that's just, I mean, I like bodies, you know what I'm saying? I like the whole females, you know what I'm saying? I like the, you know.
Wow.
Before you know her, she ain't gonna let you just touch. So you know what I'm saying? Now when you know her, she like cool, and you get the mental and emotional down, then you get the physical, right? You know what I'm saying? She might want to just, you know, take shit out of the strip in front of your son. You know, you never know. But I'm gonna say physically, like, because I mean, all that other stuff is gonna be there regardless. You're gonna know a person mentally, you're gonna feel a person emotionally, and that's what's gonna keep you there. Because the physical is not gonna stay there. But I like the person physically more. You know what I'm saying? When I actually get to see more. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to imagine what you look like in a dress. I mean, what you look like without that dress, because now you don't have it on. So I can see what you look like. And 9 times out of 10, it looks as good as I thought it did. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just me though.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, okay.
I just wasn't expecting to say physically, but
Yeah, some
alright.
girls taking them girdles off.
And hit, whew, let it all out.
Oh, I didn't think you had all that with you. Can you go back in time? Kind of like you meant to again.
Alright, we got one more question before our last and final break.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know.
I was just final break. You want to
Talk 20 minutes.
I know.
take it to the
We do. It's your show, babe. Whatever you want
Thank
to
you.
do.
Thank you. Ooh.
Fucking over there.
How do you know when it's time to give each other space?
Then we have a whole show on that.
That was how you know it's time to break up.
I would honestly, space and breaking up the same thing to me.
Yeah.
For
I don't
real?
care what you say.
Like, give me some space
if I
for a
say,
minute.
if the word said, you come to me and it's like, first of all, this has never happened because my relationship don't last this long. But if you come to me and it's like, I think we need a break.
No, I didn't say a break. A break is a break up. I need some space, like,
space.
ooh, like, get out my face today, like something like that.
No, you didn't mean that. You changed
No,
it.
And said,
Give
I
each
need
other
some
space.
space. I'd have been like, peace.
Now, we having an argument, and you say, I need some space. That's different. But if you just come out of nowhere,
I don't mean out of nowhere. I mean like y'all all.
You get the little sniff like, ha, and then I'm gone.
Alright, so we'll clarify what you mean. Clarify.
Okay.
Me and Frank getting emotionally
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean space like I'm coming out the blue saying, you know, I need some space, we need a break. Nothing like that. But like, okay, say you live together. Y'all both off like all week, off work all week. Y'all been in the house in the same room all day, all week for 7 days, for a whole 24 hours. How do you know when y'all just been in each other's face for too many hours, you just need to get away from each other for a minute?
When the real little things start to piss you off,
Thank
like
you.
she didn't roll the toothpaste up all the way. You're like, I done had it now. That's really too much. Like she left the dog hair on the floor, just one strand. It's too much. That's how you know. But honestly, space is important. Why would you sit in the house with somebody for 7 whole days? Like y'all playing checkers? That ain't fun. Like get out the house. Go hang out with your homeboys. Go. Because you can't be around somebody that's stifling, and that's how you burn a relationship out faster than it needs to be, which is an overbearing, constant contact, and I can't think of the other word right now, but I need a thesaurus, but that last part was good.
I'm gonna completely agree with Chuck, but I gotta give a personal story. But the last relationship I had, it was like when I was going out and having fun and experiencing my friends, I always got this flat because I never hung out. And then when I started hanging around her all the time, as she requested, she got tired of it. It doesn't matter which way, just figure out which direction you want your relationship to go. Because I can either give you your space, which I feel like everybody needs it. You need time to go out, hang out with your friends, and you need time to hang out by yourself to just get your thoughts together, chill, relax, get your me time on. But in this particular relationship, it was like, well, you always hanging out, you always doing this, and then, okay, well, I'm going to switch the format. I'm going to spend time with you. And that's what I did, and it's, oh, well, now you get on my nerves because you spend all this time with me, but that's what you asked. So, you know, I look for blatant, the small things do, like when little stuff like that when she start nagging about little stuff, hey, I'm just going to give you space. But when she outright say, I need some space, that's when I get it to me. Because I don't know what you need until you tell me.
You want space? Okay.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
I'll give you
You gonna get some space.
You ain't called me about 3 months.
You said you want space. Okay.
Wait,
Y'all.
I'm agreeing with you.
Y'all taking the easy way out tonight. I don't
The
like
ball
it.
was too hot to give an answer.
I
Okay,
understand.
you want to get out the studio.
Alright.
We want to talk about music, y'all.
We gonna give y'all one song before we come back with our shout out. Then we gonna call it a night. Stay tuned.
Mario said he want to talk about Wiz.
I'm talking about Wiz, dog.
Now it's
Give you some schooling in this music industry, man. It ain't.
What we got on Houston?
How many viewers we got?
7?
What is it on the other side?
On the other
Oh.
We said 7.
7.
That's what advertising beforehand.
what do you think best for the episode?
Oh shoot.
Should be like 33 last week.
Looking like that.
And
44 is the goal.
we flat.
That's the only way we really communicate. Unless we text message everybody we know, that's too much work. So when we get this Twitter, then we'll see. When we make this Twitter,
And you know what? I haven't put it on Facebook lately either. I don't think nobody's been on the page. The Love page doing it either. Have you?
I just put them in there. I just put them in there.
on my page, that's what I do. I say,
I ain't been doing it.
I know you have. Oh, I have to tell them what you're doing. I'll take all that y'all.
Yeah, between the 5 of us.
Pockets full of 4 pieces. Okay. So you seriously trying to break to the music industry?
I'm here. I mean, I got 2 songs.
I was say that's a serious statement you have with yourself. That's a venture they look coming back for. You take 4 years in, decide, F it, and you just dropped out of school, and you ain't got shit behind you but a high school diploma. You know what I mean? I was talking that shit to Elgin, like, hey man, you got skill, don't get me wrong, you're a talented individual, but
Intelligence don't make it.
you feel me, like, it's just like basketball, you need to have some behind you because you blowing your ACL out.
I probably listen to that movie as much as anything.
I mean, like, you can still do your work, like, you can still go to class and keep putting music out. I tell L told me yesterday he didn't want to get signed, which I understand. If he was an indie band, that might be successful, but in rap, that ain't gonna fly. You gotta get signed. You know, somebody had to pumping out your tape somewhere. It's like giving to, like, you make a track for your homies, for the niggas, they can bounce with it in the club, send it to Ruby, send it to Platinum, send it to the End Zone, make niggas people to think with. You gotta be versatile. You gotta be to the point where you can rap on almost anything. So that R&B dudes out here club like, hey, I want you to rip on this track I put together. Hey, I want you to feature on this cut I got. It's a heavy beat. You gotta be so versatile. There's no way that a market could allow you to be like successful as rock. That's the only way you can make it.
We gotta be up on what's current and like historical aspects too.
It was not our fault.
Trends and stuff that happen because it's still markets that don't fall, and there's markets that resurge and then they fall, and they resurge and they fall. So like knowing the historical trend and the economic trend that fall too. You know what I'm saying? And knowing a little bit about fashion, knowing a little bit about this shit in public culture, this shit over here. You know what I'm saying? What's happening over here in Chicago? How that shit affect people in LA? That kind of thing. know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you got Travis Porter fans out there. You got people like us who don't listen to that shit. That's terrible music. Look at my iPod. I got Leaders of the New School. Like 400 people know who that is, man. So,
Back on with the Love Below. I'm Bianca Monique, and I'm on with.
Sir sweats a lot.
Wish I need a Heat fan.
Keep
It's your
going.
boy Demario.
Thank you for Frank for keeping it going.
I gotta say like 100 degrees.
Alright, last thing is a one-word answer. What is essential for the success of a relationship? One word per person.
What was the question?
What is essential for the success of a relationship?
Happiness.
Love.
Honesty.
Oh.
What is wrong with you?
Universally magnification.
I would just probably say honest. Say honest.
Why you looking at him like that?
Family,
Alright, what's your one word?
We're not talking about
communication.
Ooh, good.
So, shout out, we done. I think we did overtime today.
Overtime.
Just a little bit of overtime today. Make up for Friday.
We in overtime. Hey, we in overtime. Hey, nigga like that.
I wanna shout out my mama. Check, I wanna shout out all my partners at the LB crew, cause we kick it. 91 the buzz, we in it.
Hey!
I like big girls that got on bangles. On Friday, I went to see Tango. We was locked out of the LB, so we went to go watch Minnie Got with Pete. She beat us down, and then I went down, crying, and then make a sound. Like these two boys on my left, so I'ma kick it to them and let them do it together.
No, Bill ain't gonna do nothing.
I got another shout out, but I ain't gonna rap on time. I'm waiting on these boys to rhyme. Come on, Bill.
Alright. Let me shout out to Elo. Cut down my ego. Yeah, I stole her heart like Diva. See me riding on that road right down the street. Yeah, check my song, go yes, I got that heat, man. You hear my beat, man, sitting in my seat, man. It's 500 degrees like Lil Wayne. Man, the sweat dripping down, man, I feel the pain. Got this cap on my head, cover up my dreads. Yeah, but right now I'm rapping like a spade. That's the end of it.
Shout out to the
I'm gonna get out
to all the people around the world. Shout out to my moms and my girl.
Hey!
Keep it short and I'ma keep it sweet. Let's go, cause time to eat.
Last but not least.
My name is Bianca and I can't rap, so I'm gonna do this real quick in the snap. I'm gonna shut y'all out.
Straight over.
I want to thank y'all for listening to me. Family. That's all I gotta say in this heat. I'm hot and I'm about to die in this heat.
You ready for the next thing? Coming at you.
That's all we got. It's really hot. We gotta go. Listen to us on Wednesday and Friday at 10 o'clock. This is the Love Below.
Hey, Ross had your back. She said you did a great job. She was down with that flow.
Like, man, you gotta go smaller.
I ain't gonna lie, that came out of nowhere. I don't know why I started that.
It was so random.
It felt right. I ain't gonna lie. You cut good.
Hey, Chuck?
Go ahead.
Holla at y'all, man. We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Kick it like that. So, shout out for our sweepstakes that's coming in the future. Just be listening and watching. And invite some people to watch us, man, because we got real good topics on the way. So, love y'all. Holla at you. Big dog salute.